Discussions. It's going on here before the 2017 Dallas International Film Festival. And right now I'm joined by director and writer Micah Barber, and we're talking about a film called Into the Who Knows. The first thing I thought about when I was reading up on this film was summer camp.
Yeah.
And we've all been there, hopefully, at some point in our lives, at least from our generation, I think. And I remember there was always a time, whether you're being picked on or whether you were trying to escape some kind of embarrassing moment, where you just wanted to leave that place behind and kind of go on your own adventure instead of being confined to the adventure that kind of forced you into when you're in summer camp.
Definitely.
So tell us a bit about this film, where the idea and concept came up from for the character of Thomas.
Yeah, definitely. You've kind of put your finger on it already, in the sense that I think we've all been to summer camp and we've experienced, like, you can either kind of buy into what happens in summer camp and kind of do all the things, all the activities, and be like, yeah, I'll let myself go. Or you feel like you're a kid who doesn't quite fit in, and you feel like everyone is sort of in their own clique, and that's where Thomas is coming from.
Awesome. Now, this is about a little adventure, and alongside Thomas, you actually brought this character, as he is really a character in the film as well. It's Felix the Fox.
Yep.
Now, where did the name come from exactly? Is this based on perhaps maybe Felix the cat somehow, or is it a different story?
You know, it's not really based on Felix the cat, but there's sort of like this nice, I don't know, it just feels right, like Felix the Fox. There's like something playful and tricksterish about Felix. But Felix is really, so Felix is Thomas's best friend. And when they're together, Felix is like a kid in fox pajamas, basically. And so there's this nice relationship between the two of them where Felix is a little bit older than Thomas and is kind of this sage companion that can help guide him in situations. Or get him into trouble, I guess.
Now, the way I always look at it symbolically with these kind of things, when you have sort of an inanimate or symbolic figure such as Felix the Fox, is that from your own life, when you have an invisible friend or friend that only you know about, they sort of kind of like become your alter ego, and whatever you seem to lack that's in your conscience, they sort of represent the subconscious. And so what do you think about that concept of Felix the Fox? This is part of Thomas that he can't act out on his own, so he puts it in his figure kind of thing?
Definitely. So we had conversations, so I co-wrote it with another screenwriter.
Right.
We would talk all the time about this.
Yeah,
Tony Fire. Yeah, so he's a great screenwriter from New Orleans, originally now in Austin. And we would talk about this exact thing. You know, like, is Felix part of Thomas's mind? Is Felix his own entity? You know, what's the relationship? And I think we kind of walked the line a little bit in the movie, so that if you're a kid, you can actually go through that experience of, this is like when I had an invisible friend, where this invisible friend was real to me, and then I reached an age where, you know, we parted, or it no longer was part of my life.
Now, just a quick question, taking it a step further with this concept. You feel that in today's world with these younger people, the millennials, that because there's sort of altered reality on Facebook and online, where you're just communicating with people all the time, even though it's not real reality, do you think that maybe this is something where people are getting away from that creativity and sort of getting in touch with themselves through someone else or something else?
Yeah, I do think that we lose a little bit quicker, you know, now. But kids are still so imaginative, you know, up through a certain age. And I do think that, you know, Jeff Nichols, great filmmaker, talks about trying to remove technology from his films and sort of just have it be at the periphery, essentially. And so our movie does the same thing. We really try and have this kind of absence of technology so that, you know, Thomas is experiencing in the real world. And I think that kind of helps open up imagination. So I do think that you're onto something. And the kind of presence of technology maybe distracts us from our creative mind sometimes.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the cast. We were able to really get some interesting people involved. Macon Blair, Bryce, who's been in A Dog's Purpose, which was a pretty well-known film recently. And then, of course, Macon Blair was actually from the movie Gold, which is another big film. And then you have Lee Eddy, who has a very close relationship to Macon Blair. So Did you see some of that action, sort of the chemistry on the film that they probably have in real life as well?
Yeah, so it was really fun how this came together. Our casting director was Vicki Boone from The Tree of Life. So she's very well respected, especially casting kids. She cast the kids in that movie. And Bryce, this was actually his first lead role. His first role where he was the lead for the whole film. And so he was 10 years old at the time, and then since that time, A Dog's Purpose has been released, and he's in another movie called Wonder. So he's kind of, and he's in a Disney show too, so he's kind of blowing up. But Macon and Lee, it was really fun to read them together because they actually are husband and wife in real life. And so Macon was interested in this movie because he's got a couple pretty intense roles, and if you've seen Blue Room or Green Room. And our movie is kind of the opposite of that. And they have a little kiddo, and I think that they wanted to experience both acting together on screen and also doing something that their kid could enjoy. And they were great. I mean, the best part of their chemistry was they were naturally funny. So it's a funny movie, and they're, you can just see them kind of parenting on screen. You get the genuine reactions of parents.
That's great. Now, something I was curious about, you have another film from the recent past called Into the South, and just looking at the titles just sort of on the surface, I was wondering what some of the similarities might be, because I know you have an interest in nature and sort of adventure and magical story type of topic. So what can you tell us about this film that maybe compares to a film like Into the South?
Sure. So Into the South was a 35mm short film that I made prior to this. And there's no real thematic relation, or there's not a lot of physical similarities in the movies. But Into the South was about a boy who's coming to terms with the loss of his mother and the possible loss of his grandmother. And he goes to visit her in the South. His dad drops him off to spend a weekend with his grandmother. But while he's there, he sort of uncovers this, the sort of deep, mysterious South of rivers and cypress trees and things like that. So there's a little bit of a carryover to our movie, which we shot on the Texas-Louisiana border and has that big, beautiful world that our kid gets to explore. So I think that maybe the similarity is that I really like to see a kid experiencing a broader world.
That's great to hear, and so we've kind of touched on it before, but looking at sort of what maybe your expectations are for this film, what do you really want to see? I mean, do you see this as something that parents can take their children to see and maybe have this experience from different kind of points of view on this?
Sure. It's interesting. Film festivals don't tend to program movies like this. It's hard to thread the needle because they tend to want films that are serious enough for film goers, and ours is trying to be serious enough for film goers and also fun enough for all ages. And so we're really grateful to Dallas for programming this movie, and I think we've achieved that. So I guess the goal really is ultimately we want to be a movie like My Neighbor Totoro or E.T. Something that is maybe Where the Wild Things Are, but we're a little bit more joyful. The movie version of Where the Wild Things Are. And so our goal is really to be a movie that everyone enjoys. I think for different reasons. Kids are going to get lost in our world. But even we're getting good response from older high schoolers, college students, and then parents and grandparents. So sort of all these different stages of life, you can appreciate a movie like that in the same way you can appreciate a Miyazaki movie.
That's good to hear. There's sort of not just two generations, but three generations getting involved. So that's always a good thing. Now, because we are That Nerd Show, we do have one question that we're kind of throwing out there for everybody and see what they have to say about it. If you could be a superhero or a supervillain, what would be your superpower and why?
I have a friend who always says that the real answer to this question is telekinesis, because then you can kind of do anything. And if you want to fly, you just make yourself fly, right? I think that for me, I would probably I would probably want. I was told to think about this, to think hard about this. I think I would probably go with. I think I would probably go with flying. Just flying. I think telekinesis is a cop out. I'll stick with flying.
Somebody who,
Final answer.
as somebody who has always been fascinated with birds and flying creatures, I think that's a good answer. It's something I've always had an interest in myself. So.
Good.